Gratitude to you, beloved Creator, for those of us present here. We are not only present, but dutifully so. We are here answering our call to nurture the people to a better place than that which has been imposed on us for too long. Like love, the kind of nurture we offer is a bit like tough love. Unlike belief, we hold and carry an inner standing and awareness backed by much research and doggedness for accuracy and true history. Evidence, personal experience, and facts provide us with an unwavering certitude. Boundaries are set, much as our commitment to follow through. It is by your guidance, beloved Creator, that we push, a God-given effort, to assist in alleviating the unmistakable suffering caused by authority that clearly has no God energy in it. We are grateful to be aware that we are who we are, and that no one should dare be mistreated due to noncompliance to an arbitrary or artificial law. We are grateful, so grateful, for one another. One fir tree alone can snap in the storm. A grove of fir trees support and protect from the wind currents coming at us. Instead, we are flexible, and like the reed or palm tree in a raging storm, we bend to stand tall once again and firm in our place. We are grateful you have our backs in all that we do that is right and true, not for ourselves alone, but for the dignity and freedom of others. Let it be so, and so it is.
Thank you, Charlie. Hello, my name's Ron Vroom, and I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. I'm talking about sheriffs and paradox. Paradox. What we have and should not have, and what we don't have and should have. In Oregon's Constitution, we have Article 7 amended, which we should not have, but that's what the judiciary and the sheriffs enforce upon people that are not in that jurisdiction. Article 7 amended. Bogus since November 8th, 1910. That we should not have. What we should have is original jurisdiction, how it is actually supposed to be, not how the attorneys want it, but how the people, without consideration of how the attorneys wanted it written up in their Constitution. Article 7, original. That's common law. That's what we have. So then we look at de jure, de jure, and de facto. De facto is what we have and should not have, and it's defined in Black's law. De jure, de jure is also defined in Black's law, and that's what we should have and do not have, which is original jurisdiction, common law, a civilian common law, court of record, not beholden to military or state or county, but common law of the people. A court is formed, 3 tribunals and a clerk. It's still a court if there's just 3 tribunals, but it's no longer a court of record. So then, de facto and de jure. De meaning of in Spanish, like when you're speaking Spanish, they interchange del and de, del being from and de being of. And del vecchio, or of the old, or from the old. So de facto means of a fact. De jure means of the truth or of constitutional, but neither one appear in Bouvier. And I thought, how strange. And then I looked up the words, facto and jure, or Jure. And both of those definitions are there without the DE. So I'm not sure when the Bar Association gained control of the dictionaries and started putting the definitions they wanted in, but it happened because we have, and it's so nice to have it in my hand instead of having to look it up on the internet all the time. We have the actual dictionary. We know what the words mean. There's no confusion. And all that the Bar Association, the Oregon State Bar, did you know that I called one day and talked to them over there, and when they make a new member into the Oregon State Bar, the new member has a choice. You could be a JD or you could be an Esquire. I thought, how convenient. The Oregon State Bar can confer a title of nobility on a new member. To confer a title of nobility, don't you have to have authorization from somebody that has the authority to confer a title of nobility? Sounds like the British Accreditation Registry to me, but I don't know. I'm not in that club. But when we're looking at what's going on, the paradoxes are just astounding. Everywhere we look. And when Mike said the other day, it's really hard when everything you thought you knew turns out to be a lie. Yeah, it really is. I remember clearly they had me fooled until I was 75. Just wouldn't admit. Cognitive dissonance. Couldn't see it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. You cannot unring the bell. And every sheriff has seen it on Oregon. There is no option for denial. I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying, and then he jumps out of the car, and he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, to shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times.